Hello, Leeonessa.
Hello, beautiful Lizzie. How you doing, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, blessings to you all.
Many blessings.
That's right. Welcome to our show on this beautiful Sunday. It is definitely raining here in the state of Florida. Raining off and on, partly cloudy. Actually, lots of clouds right now.
Oh, we got blue skies here.
I see blue skies. Oh, sorry. So I hope that everybody's ready for today's episode.
Hi, Bernadette.
Talking about sage.
We love you too.
We love you too. Thank you so much for coming and being on time with us today. Hello, goodbye. I'm gonna start the card reading with Healing with the Fairies Oracle cards. And this is by Doreen Virtue. And you can find this on Amazon. Highly on Amazon. It's very rare that you can find this on, like, in your local holistic store. Because sometimes, sometimes they're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So here's your general card reading, ladies and gentlemen. And for anybody who wants to recap on any of the other episodes, all of the episodes are available on Flawless Dreams, the YouTube channel. Because we want to make sure that you can stay up to speed with us, because pretty soon it's going to get quite different. We don't want you to be too behind. So go back and look at the replays, look at the subjects we were talking about, and hopefully you'll probably be taken back with some of those readings. You'll be like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was going through. Because again, these are general card readings. All right, so here we go. One card drop. Feeling safe. Now, this is interesting because we had this card before.
Mm-hmm.
The last time that we had this card, I remember that I believe we were in the month of August, and we was talking about how a lot of people don't feel secure with where they are, and that involves like financial relationships. Maybe you don't like where you're living, your living arrangements. Um, you don't like where you're sleeping right now. It's just not a very comfortable space. And so the sense of security just is not there at this time. And you might see this when you look at it, you'll look and say, oh, yeah, I remember this card. That is familiar. And that just means that if you have not changed from this state, that you still have to focus on this getting better, feeling safe. Any feelings of danger or vulnerability are healing, and they're replaced with the certain knowledge that you are safe and protected right now. And that's if you have been focusing on feeling safe. For those who don't feel safe, this would be reversed. So I believe it was actually reversed the last time that when we picked this up. And you can go ahead and check the episode and leave a comment below, and you'll say, yeah, Lily, you was right. It was reversed. Have you felt frightened or insecure lately? If so, this card is a signal that heaven is aware of your feelings and has come to your aid. You are surrounded by heavenly beings who love and protect you on an ongoing basis. This is, of course, you must allow this to happen because they're there. But unless you listen to your spirit guides, you're putting up blocks. The fairies remind you that your thoughts of danger are triggering your feelings of vulnerability. In your mind, you have given power to some outside entity that is toxic and not good for you. You believe that this idol that you have put your focus in, that you have created, has the power to hurt you. Yet the only power it has is that which you have attributed to it. The fairies urge you to awaken from this mistaken concept. See that you have the power to create a happy and secure dream and make the decision to feel safe. And your affirmation when you see this card is, I am safe, I am secure, I am completely protected at all times. And pray on that. This also signifies if you have anybody in your life, it could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a family member, it could be somebody at work, it could be a little bit of all of those things that really are hindering you moving forward. You need to recognize that, accept it, pull back for your own for you to feel safe again. I know there's a lot of people going through a lot right now where they feel trapped and they feel as though there's no way out. Well, what is the point of speaking on manifesting the outcome that you desire unless you focus on those things and not focus on the people, the person or persons, or elements in your life that are holding you back and keeping you from moving forward, just because you can't let go of the past, or you can't let go of what you thought what could have been. Let it go and move forward. Focus on the self, feeling safe, self-love. Everybody, this is a general card reading. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who can relate to it, and if you can relate, you can leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you could relate to that.
Bernadette says, wow.
Well, I said it was a general card reading for a reason because it's really going to hit a lot of people. And I mentioned this before in the month of August. I did mention that, and but I'm going to mention it again because maybe I did not emphasize. But here it is. In the month of October, which is coming, October, Halloween, there's a lot of, and I'm not saying this just because, Halloween, we see pumpkins and we see a lot of black, like witchy clothes, and people going to be wearing, I'm not wearing black, but they're going to be, people are going to be dressing up. But there's literally like a dark aura on the month of October, especially coming up. I don't see very much orange. there is sort of like a vomit color orange, not even a pumpkin orange, and that signifies that that color is low. And so, what does that mean? It's like the color of this fairy's wings, if you want to say, or the color of this tote that I can't remember if Miss Bernadette or Lindsay bought it, but one of them picked it out, and it's like it's that color. And what that means is that positive things want to emerge, but there's too many people that won't let it happen. People put their own blocks up, and you block all these blessings instead of letting it flood in and receive it. This could be messages, this could be like your spirit elevating. This could be so many things. When we give you these readings, we also want to give you guidance. We don't just come over here and just read something off the card. A reader ought to be able to give you some answers, not just like vague and cutthroat. This is what that means, and that's it. Because then the spirit, and that's what it is for me as an empath. My spirit is receiving these messages to give to everybody and to let you know that here's the guidance. You gotta, and know it's hard, but you gotta tell people no, and you gotta just cut the communication line for a great many people. And if you can relate to that, you can just drop a little amen down at the bottom.
Bernadette says I definitely can relate.
Well, then I hope that you take heed to the advice. And we're going to proceed with the show, and let's talk about sage.
Yes.
Empaths and sage.
Yes. Not just sage, but incense sticks as well.
Oh, yes.
You can't forget those, but
no, we can't.
So, what is a sage bundle? Sage bundles have an ancient and spiritual history. That doesn't mean you have to be spiritual or perform a ritual to cleanse your own energy, though. Today's world, sage is used before meditation or yoga. It's also used to cleanse a particular space. Do you have to burn the entire thing? No, you don't have to burn the entire thing. You can take the bundle and cleanse each area of the room, and then put it out. Some people will light the sage bundle and use a feather and just kind of go across with the smoke across the room. Some people will take the sage itself and just kind of, move your hand around the room area to cleanse.
That's right. Correct. How do you use it, Lizzie? And how often?
I don't use sage bundles. I use sage sticks, and I sometimes use sprays.
Okay.
Because I find the sage bundles too strong. Sometimes the sage sticks, depending on where you get them, can be very overpowering, which kicks up my allergies really bad. So I use sprays, which kind of is it's a more neutral. It's not as strong. You can still smell the sage, but it might work better for some people if they can't be around the strong, certain strong smells of anything. This is a milder version, if because it does come in liquid form.
Right. And do you have any sensitivities or allergies to sage? Should it be burned?
Just the scent, because sometimes depending on where you get it from, sage can be too strong, and then I have a hard time breathing.
Right.
So.
And the sage will always like it. You like Lizzie said, everybody, when you're using the sage bundles, you wait till it burns out. I mean, it's good to let it, do its work. And when you're smudging, that's the smudging and cleansing. Get the corners of the walls to get a really good cleanse. Clean the house, clean the home. Get the corners of your wall, vacuum everything like that, wipe your countertops, then open up your windows, right? Let all air it all out. And then take your sage bundle, and that there's a reason, there's a difference between sage sticks and sage bundles, just like Miss Lizzie said, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what you want to do is you take your sage, and they come in different sizes. Sometimes they come in longer. Okay, so you take your sage bundle. This is what this is, all wrapped up. And when you light it, you go around the house and you pray. Please
And
remember
leave it
that,
wrapped. Leave it wrapped into a bundle.
yeah,
Don't
leave it.
don't take the cord off.
Yeah, don't unwrap this. Just, I mean, even if you wanted to take a few pieces, they actually sell it in bags already crumbled up for you. But leave it the way it is. It's actually more strong, not just in smell, but in its in doing its job, what it was built to do. So then you go around the home and you get the corners of the wall and you say your prayer. And please keep in mind, many religions and many practices use this. We even use sage to cook. Calm down. Anytime somebody says you touching this is something bad, please calm down. They're over the top. There's something called being religious, and then there's something called being just over the top. I mean, you get that in any practice. Some people just, too much. So calm down, just relax, ground yourself. That's what grounding's for. And do your thing, pray, and you pray in your way. You can do the Our Father, you can do the Rosary, you could do the Hail Mary. It doesn't matter, whatever your fancy. That's what you do. You can even say, make up your own prayer. You can make up your own thing and just say, but you put your intentions into as you go around the house. You could even go around outside the house, and this also kills 99% airborne bacteria. That's a scientific fact. You can look it up. And when you're done using your sage bundle, I don't have one here with me. I probably have, actually, if I do, it's probably at the bottom. Um, they're called, they're wooden sticks, and they're called palo santo. Palo santo sticks, it's like the finished touch. It's just like if you put makeup on. When you're done using your sage bundle, you grab your palo santo stick. That's PALO, and then space SANTO. Palo santo is Spanish, means holy wood. You light it, and it will not always stay lit, and that's okay. And you do that last. Though that one is especially good for getting the corners of the walls and getting all the. Sometimes there could be a dark entity that's hiding in the corner of the walls, like it just latches itself to the corners. For some, they like the corners of the walls. So it's the corners of the walls you really want to focus on. It's the corners, it's all those little creases, even your closet. They like to hide in little cramped up dark spaces.
I have the
Because
Palo Santo wood, the holy
yeah,
wood.
because that's what I'm talking about. But I wish you would hold it up so everybody could see what it looks like. You can even take a minute to go
Oh,
grab
hold
it.
on. Yeah, let me take a
Yeah,
minute.
take a minute to go grab it.
Okay.
Yeah. But Lizzie's gonna show y'all the Palo Santo wood. You go around the home, and then you continue to put, and see, the Palo Santo wood actually is blessed with holy water. So when you notice that it doesn't stay lit, it's because they soak it in it. It is literally soaked in holy water.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, I can see it. There's the Palo Santo wood. They come in different sizes too, and sometimes they come in really skinny. They're
Mm,
long, whatever. Don't let that go to your head, everybody. Be nice. Clean minds, please.
yeah.
So there's your Palo Santo wood, and you use that right after you use your sage bundle. So
Mm-hmm.
sage bundle first, Palo Santo second. If you start with your Palo Santo first, it's not really the completion. It kind of works in the same way as, I want to say, let's say makeup. Think of Palo Santo as your setting spray. When you're done your makeup. Okay, you're done your makeup, and then you go and you put settings. You set the makeup. You put the spray on. So once you're done spraying your face, that's Palo Santo. Palo Santo is the finished touch.
Right.
because it has the contents inside the wood, which is the holy water, and it's been blessed that it could, when you go around the room, it seals everything that you just put. All the good intentions, your prayer, your protection, your cleansing. It really puts that out there. So that's a really good system. It's good to have a nice system that works, and that's a really strong system. I kid you not. Now this wood, if you want to see this one is called the Shasta sage. This is a Shasta sage. I'm gonna put it a little bit closer. Every sage bundle is different. This one is not white sage. It's Shasta sage. But it is organically grown and collected from Mount Shasta. It is a powerful cleanser and uplifter. And I got this one particularly in Tarpon Springs, Florida. At a nice little shop. It was real nice. And this right here, it came with a crystal, which was really nice. And I thought that was very different. We've spoke about crystals before. My sage bundle came with a crystal. This is an olive jade, which brings lightheartedness and playfulness to life. Can you see it?
Yes.
It's real, well,
So
now mine's doing it. I'm doing it. Here. I am busy, loves. I am busy, loves. I am busy, loves. I'm busy, love. Okay. So shout out to I want to say shout out to I Said It.
yes.
Shout out to I Said It. He is awesome. Love him. And also shout out to my other hostess, Deasia Marie. Love her. God bless her. Blessings to her.
Yes.
Any more blessings. Okay, let's get back to the sage. Liz, you gotta leave a list of all the different types of sages that exist.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, wrap it up, girl.
Okay, white sage. It's used to prepare people for ceremonies and teachings, also known for its antibacterial properties. It's used for releasing what is troubling the mind or for removing negative energy. It's also used for cleansing homes and sacred items, spaces, or people. We also have the desert blue sage, also known as grandmother sage. It can be used in ritual ceremonies, house cleansing, or simply for its pleasure of its fragrance. Also used by Native Americans for thousands of years for cleansing and purifying oneself and others and an area of space through the technique of smudging. It wards off bad feelings and influences used for cleansing negative energy or exorcisms. The floral sage smudge are cleansing energy wands handcrafted using pure and sacred ingredients. Traditionally used for centuries to purify, cleanse, and revamp your energy, each bundle is wrapped with organic hemp string, sustainable white sage, and locally sourced rose petals for positivity and self love. Rose is associated with love and beauty, associated also with love and wisdom. The floral sage smudge, which is lavender, is known to help encourage a restful night's sleep as well as peace of mind, relaxation, and happiness. Lavender is a unique cleansing tool. It has many magical uses, including cleansing, psychic protection, increasing clairvoyance, creating the energy of happiness and healing, for purification and tranquility as well. The Palo Santo or holy stick or holy wood, it's a natural wood aromatic incense used for centuries by the Incas and indigenous people of the Andes for medicinal purposes, and is a spiritual remedy for purifying and cleansing, as well as to get rid of spirits and misfortune. It helps
That's
with
right.
deep healing and clearing energy, relieving the symptoms of headaches, inflammation, emotional trauma, stress, colds, and much more. Palo Santo has a citrus like scent when burnt. Uh, sweet.
Y'all writing this down?
If
Take
if
notes.
not, hit replay.
Hit
Replay.
replay.
The sweetgrass braid. It symbolizes healing, peace, and spirituality in many native cultures. And braids of sweetgrass are sometimes left as offerings at graves and sacred sites. Invites in positive energies and spirits. It has a unique vanilla like scent, one of the most beloved of all Western plants for burning. Often burned for fragrance as a smudging braid. Sweetgrass as a campfire incense delivers the same wilderness perfume, dried ground, and long burning. There's no other ingredients in it, no charcoal or perfume. Um, it's also known as the tonka bean, freshly baked alfalfa, or sweet scented bed straw. Mugwort, also known as black sage or Artemisia vulgaris, it's a thick strand of fragrant, broad-leafed plant run up and down both sides of the riparian mountain paradise. The sound of a creek rippling under the sweet sunshine when full of bees and hummingbirds enjoying the new flowers after the snowmelt. This herb brings clarity, deepens intuitive abilities, as well as removes unwanted energies.
That's right.
Cedar. We got another cedar. The dappled light through a thick forest in the Pacific Northwest marks the trail to the campfire. It helps with renewal, protection, and grounding. It's got a spicy ginger, fresh moss sort of smell, or ancient coastal rainforest. Nag Champa is this is in the form of incense, not as a sage. It's found a lot in soaps and other body products. It contains the same popular combination of the essence. The champa flower is a spiritual scent of India. Its fragrance is bold and earthy, yet sweet and warm. The last one we have is sandalwood. It's one of the oldest incense materials and has been used ritually and spiritually for over 4,000 years. Sandalwood is known to have a calming effect and to increase mental clarity. It's known to promote peaceful relaxation and is often used for meditation.
And so, if you haven't had a chance to use those types of sage and incense for any of those purposes, try it. I mean, you're not losing anything. You you're not losing grace. If that's what you're worrying about, you're not losing grace. You're gaining peace.
Hi,
Okay. You're also killing
Jasamni.
airborne activity. You're killing like 99% bacteria in the air.
Right.
Let that sink in for a minute, people. Because I remember when the COVID just hit, I was burning. I said, "Burn the sage." It kept me safe for a long time, and then I had to kind of slow down a little bit because I moved, and when you live with other folks, you can't really burn as much, but that's okay. You visit other people, you might have to like change your ways a little bit because maybe some people just they can't handle it. But the good thing is that my family uses sage and they burn it. My mother burns it, my daughter burns it. And for the people who just burn sage for the first time, it might have a smell that smells like not skunk, but the other thing, kush, like weed or something. And that's not what it is. It is an herb. Calm down. Well, that's an herb too, but let's not go into that. That's not what we're here for. You may have heard of smudging, but are not quite sure what it is or how it can help you as an empath. So if you're an empath, you ask yourself, what is smudging? And basically, smudging is the practice of burning the herbs and using the smoke to remove negative energy from people, places, and objects, just as Lizzie was touching on and specifying. for us empaths, smudging can be a great tool to use. And for the empaths that haven't started using it yet, try it. I mean, what are you gonna lose? You're gonna gain cleansing and grounding. You ain't gonna lose anything. It is a quick and easy method to help remove negative energies packed up when being out and about and places you're around people and places that you haven't been before. If you go inside a thrift store, every time if I buy something from a thrift store, because I love antiques and things are so pretty. You go to an antique store, it's got old energies on it. So you want to clean it first, and then you want to pass some sage over it. The smoke, when you're passing the, let's say you buy yourself a class, some kind of classic item, let's say this comb here. When you burning your sage, the smoke just go like this. You ain't gotta like do too much. You just pass it, let the, and then pray over it. It's really not difficult. It's not hard. It's not like you gotta do too much. Just you have to believe and not waste your time or your money, because it's just like prayer. And I learned how to pray stronger because I had to step out and away from the box of just, okay, this is a tradition, but I had to really study and think to myself, what is this about? Kind of like, when they ask people when you go to school or and stuff, what does it really mean? And I sort of had to retreat, kind of like when Jesus went to retreat and he went to the desert. I felt myself there. I felt myself there, so I can, like, when I practiced Reiki, I said, wow. And in Reiki, we use sage. So it's the same thing. I found myself constantly using sage for every reason, for, traditions, for cooking. I love to cook and I use it. So I'm like, no matter what I do, I end up using it. So, smudging has been used again for centuries. I know you touched on this, but some people just don't understand that. And what does that mean? That means it's not new. It's not something that was created by one set of people or this people. It was people in general that found that this is something that works, just like they found that salt makes the food taste great. Okay. And salt, which Lizzie will tell you, you put some salt and she'll tell you which type of salt. You make a circle and it will protect you. You could put it around your house. Tell them what type of salt.
You can use black salt and you can use regular white table salt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a purification to get rid of negativity.
That's what it's all about. Today is smudging is mainly associated with native North, however, Americans who use it in healing ceremonies. However, many other countries and tribes and peoples and religions and practices and faiths burn herbs for cleansing. The priest will come inside the church and he'll be cleansing. He uses frankincense. When and Lizzie, I think we can also touch on that, how the three kings came and they dropped off
Frank,
myrrh, frankincense. Yeah, go ahead.
yes, they used frankincense and myrrh. So myrrh was an ingredient in the anointing oil used in the temple. Franquin, uh,
Frankincense.
frankincense
Yeah.
was frequently used as incense burned for worship before the Lord, directly commanded by God.
Did
So,
you hear that? Directly
er,
commanded by who?
by
By who?
God. Yeah.
Ooh.
Our prayers to the Lord are often compared to incense. That's in Revelations and in Psalms and in Acts. Herbs, spices, and incense are mentioned frequently in the Bible, from Jesus' parables of the mustard seed in Matthew to the hyssop used to sprinkle blood on the doorframes of Hebrew homes to protect them during the 10th plague, which is in Exodus. The Bible does not demonstrate anywhere that God hates herbs, spices, and incense, and they are in fact sometimes used in the temple to worship Him.
Did you hear that? So for people who only associate it with what Hollywood created, remember Hollyweird will create a bunch of stuff, and don't that why are you following that? Why are you following a movie that is not based on true events. You just stop following a movie, and even some movies based on true events, you gotta watch it. Um, I love that in India they use the incense, and in Chinese acupuncture mugwort is also used. I love all that, Lizzie. I love that in Africa, there's varied herbs, and various herbs are burned. I love that even in Christian church they burn herbs and ceremonies. I love all that, girlfriend. And although
Mm-hmm.
many of these actions have become ritualized.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, girl. Hi, Lindsay. Thank you for coming to the show. Although they have become ritualized, their basis stemmed from using smoke to remove the negative energy. So it makes you wonder, why did sage even become something only associated with witchcraft when so many other faiths and practices use it? Why do you think that it was only associated with that? My opinion, this is where it's not. I'm thinking it's just movies that did that. Liz, what you think?
I think it's movies, and I think with anything that's from the earth, it's how a person uses it as well. You can turn something that's meant to be good into
Right.
something that's not so good.
Well,
So,
they're doing that a lot, and it's
right.
not just it's if and that's if the highlight what she just said, ladies and gentlemen. Highlight what she just said, when people can take something that's supposed to be good, and then they flip it and they turn it into something like a negative, like a slur. People do that with words, and make something that was good, they make it into a slur. Something that's supposed to be an educated word, that now it means you can't even say it in public. There's a lot of things that you just can't do because people have been brainwashed. So that's a big problem. I love using I like using the sage bundles the most for me. And I love using the incense sticks. Sometimes I'll use the sprays, but I have the suckiest luck with the spray going up my nose or in my eye. It goes my nose and eye. I'm like, but you know what? I'm not giving up. I do have it. I do have it, and I keep it for a rainy day because you never
You
know.
can spray and walk at the same time. When you
I
spray it
do,
and
I
walk.
do, but that's why I said my luck on that. It just and then on top of it, it's strange because the smudge bundle for me, I find that it actually clears my chest really beautifully, as though, like, with the cooking, it clears my chest, and then so whatever was backed up, like even mucus and sickness or whatever, is gone. I'll get all of that stuff out of my system, out of my nose, and then and it feels so good. And I still, again, I still gonna use the sprays. I would probably use it if I have to use it at night so that nobody could smell it. That's why I would use the spray, or just spray outside, because so nobody thinks, what is she doing, what is she doing, what is she doing. I'm like, listen, um look it up. And let's see, cedar, I've used cedar one time. Girl, it is strong.
Mm.
That's
Bernadette
so
says
strong.
if it goes in your nose, maybe your nose just needs to be cleansed.
That, well, it's strong as heck. I've used lavender, I've used cedar, sweetgrass. I have mugwort, and I've put it, I've used it only, I think, one time. Um, and I know that it's been used for bed straw in the past. Or excuse me, bed straw has been used in the past,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how much people use bed straw. I haven't used bed straw. Um, but those two herbs I would like to use more of, to, but I gotta, my spirit has to also just, it has to be calling to it, otherwise, eh.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back after this commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. Don't do that. Don't go nowhere. We're not done yet. We still have to go through a heck of a lot. So be back. Pay attention to our commercials. because even in our commercial breaks, they show you so many things that you might want to recap on. Remember, we're empaths. We're all different, and we use different things that work for us individually.
Exactly. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody. Yay, 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 yay. We're glad that you did not leave, and we hope that you enjoyed and took all that you could from that commercial break. You had plenty of time to
Yes.
go potty. Back to
Yes.
the action. Sage, 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 and incense, and all that stuff.
Well, you listed
Ah,
off one of the five benefits of burning sage, and that was removing bacteria from the air. It also repels insects and improves intuition. It purifies specific objects and improves mood and reduces stress and anxiety.
that's good. Love it. So if you suffer from stress and anxiety, people, I'm telling you, it's not gonna hurt you to give it a try on a scientific or spiritual level.
You know what I've done with the spray actually? I've actually saged my bed to be able to get a good night's rest. Just a little bit on my bed.
Yep. And any other areas that maybe some people overlook to bless and cleanse. I mean, because I spoke about objects that you can buy from the store. It's not just like antique stores or thrift stores. It's any stores. Somebody else, where they've been putting their hands and their energy all over the item, so you just kind of want to cleanse it,
Right, right.
and that way, you could put your energy and your vibes on it. That's what that is.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's right. That's right. Oh man, I love it. Um, I remember when I was out of sage, I sort of had this feeling like something's missing from my house, and being an empath, we sort of draw a lot of spirits that they need to go home. They don't know how, or they can tell that we can sense them, and so they follow you. Um, Different things that can just follow you or attach themselves. And having that sage just really it repels those things. It really does work. Um, it's good to have some kind of extra help, because sometimes we ourselves, then they especially are drawn to us. Any type of negative entities are drawn to us. And even if you're an empath, it's not like, we're Shazam. It's that if we are weakened by the people that we help, who we meet, like if somebody suffers from depression and anxiety, and we'll sit down and we'll help them, we could become drained, and you could be taking a walk to go get like the mail, or you could be going outside for a minute, and as you know, a spirit catches you at your weakest time, and then you're not ready. It's good to have some sage, because then you can protect yourself and reground yourself, and then you can go around the house, and then you're hitting a lot of birds with one stone.
Right, right.
So that right there is like, and it's important to find like that kind of smoke aroma that you like, a scent that
Right.
you like, that you yourself as an individual gravitate to. I mean, people do it with perfume. um if you don't like the smell of like smudging, again, you could use like what Lizzie said, the spray. um or if you don't like incense, I mean, aromatherapy, hello, it can make you it can make you have a headache or get nauseous.
Right.
You have to, again, find what works for you. um there's something called a yogi, and so sometimes a yogi can tend to use like smoke from incense to smudge. um and when used in junction with yoga practice, that's a yogi
Hmm.
bear. You can feel lightness in your energy field.
Mm-hmm.
Commercial break, you can see how like crystals can help you with energy fields, and that's why a lot of times in yoga class, if you go to take a yoga class, you'll probably see like the salt rocks. Again, they sell this at Walmart.
Right.
You could You'll see them like sitting in the corner, and they always have like that nice smell in the air, and you're like, gosh, that smells great. Is that potpourri? And you're nope, no, it's not potpourri. It's something that much better because it's medical and scientifically and spiritually works. Um, so like you can feel lightness from in your energy field from the musky wood scented smoke. Um, and although you probably are not keen with the scent of leaves or wet grass, these are things that you can become accustomed to. You just might have to like it's kind of like changing your taste buds. You got maybe
Or
change.
work your way up. If start by the sprays, then do incense sticks, and then do
Don't set off those smoke alarms. Don't do it. Incense sprays, like you were saying.
yes, incense sticks.
Incense sticks. Oh, speaking of which, I remember I showed you all I had a 7-pack. It's 10 incense sticks each pack. It looks like this. Smells
Yeah.
great. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you can get this particular pack on Amazon, or you can find this at Spencer's.
Nice.
Not everything that you find in stores, you don't need to touch every little item. Be reasonable. These also help with, again, chakra, with Reiki,
Right.
luck, prosperity. The first one, you have your lotus, which is for your crown chakra, your jasmine for third eye, eucalyptus for throat chakra, rose for heart, lavender, solar plexus, and lang lang, that's what I like to call it, sacral, and cedar for the root. Take one more look at it, everybody. I just want to make sure everybody can see it. Wait, hold on. Wait, I got to pull back a little bit. Wait, tell me when. Right there?
Yeah, right there. Right there
Okay,
is good.
perfect. That good?
Yep.
Okay. The crown chakra represents wisdom and being one with the world. When open, you are unprejudiced and more aware of the world and yourself, self-awareness. Third eye, this chakra enhances your ability to focus on insight and visualization. When you open this, you will have improved intuition, picking up on things much more easier. For your throat, this chakra amplifies your skills of self expression, so you're not just slipping up the mouth, and communication. When open, you will excel in expressing yourself creatively and wisely and smartly. Heart. This chakra increases your ability to feel love, kindness. I heard somebody left us a comment. Kindness and affection. When open, you will be more compassionate, friendly, and you will strive for more harmonious relationships instead of toxic ones, ladies and gentlemen. Your solar plexus, this chakra strengthens your ability to be confident and in control of your life instead of letting someone else take advantage of you. When open, you will be assertive and feel comfortable in a group of people instead of awkward and out of whack. And that was with my mouth. Calm down. Don't be immature. Sacral. This chakra rules your connection with your physical self and how you perceive yourself. Instead of thinking negative about yourself, you will think more positive about yourself and have a positive outlook about life and your future, and manifestation will be much easier. When open, you will have a healthy amount of self worth and good relationships all around. Root chakra. This chakra represents our foundation and feeling of being grounded. If it is open, you feel present in the here and now and connected to your physical body. This is also fantastic for when you need to ground yourself. What's the comment?
No, that was my phone that chirped. Sorry.
Was that your phone that chirped? We didn't get a comment. That's okay. I got a phone call. You got a chirp.
Mm-hmm.
Chirp, chirp. So incense, people, try it out. If you haven't, if you are sensitive to smoke, you don't have to use the sage bundle or the incense. You could use spray or oils. One of the things, oils. Don't be scared of using oil. Don't do that. You ain't gotta do all that, people. It's not for all that nonsense. Oh, we can go ahead with our last card drop if you're ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget to cleanse your crystals, please, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to cleanse your crystals. You got to cleanse everything. And charge them under a full moon.
Yes.
All right.
I put mine in a little container.
Yes.
In my windowsill at night.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Let's do this like Buddhists.
Okay. We ready for a card?
I'm ready.
Okay. 9 of Pentacles, right? There. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, yay. Right side up. So this says money and possessions are safe if you're cautious and disciplined. Watch out for financial interest right now. Rely on your own instincts and research about what you need to do. Do not trust financial advisors. You come into a large sum of money, possible inheritance or lottery winnings. Investments that you have put in will eventually pay off for you. So watch your money. That's number one key. Don't just blow it right now. Watch what you have.
Pay attention, people. Be thrifty. Try to stretch your funds, your finances. It doesn't mean that if there's already plans that you put into motion, that you stop those. Again, those are priorities.
Right.
Those are bills. Handle those.
Right.
As planned. But if there's like something extra that's really not necessity, just put it to the side. Leave it for another day.
Like I want red lipstick. That probably don't need red lipstick.
Or like, I want to get some more lip glosses to myself, but
I think that's Melissa that showed up. Melissa Vaughn, I think.
Oh, I wish you were here earlier, Melissa.
Hugs to you.
Hugs to you, girl. You're gonna have to hit the replay. Yeah. Cause but thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody that was here today, we give you all a shout out. Blessings to you and
many blessings to everybody.
So behave yourselves.
Love you guys.
Love you and love yourselves, everybody. Be kinder to yourself. We will catch you not next week on Sunday, but the next one. And we will be in October, and that one is a special. October 2nd. We kind of got a really good special for you. Lizzie, I hope you're ready for that one.
I am. I'm sorry you're hurting, Melissa. Love you, Bernadette. Love you, everybody.
Ciao, everybody. Hang in there. Remember what we said about cleansing. Remember what we said, what it can do for you medically, spiritually, mentally, all of the above. Don't neglect.